Show, ladies and gentlemen. It is always a pleasure to have you join us as always. I am Sara Pararia, happy to be here and joined by the wonderful Mr. Klinton Cod.
Oh yes, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? As usual, it's your boy Klinton Cod. We are here to catch the vibe as usual. What won the tallest man in Madrid, Alex Ashmore? What's going on, man?
The excitement is palpable, I think, is the word. The Premier League starts today.
Oh yes.
Manchester United are playing tonight.
Please,
Arsenal are playing on the weekend.
when you say
Chelsea,
Manchester
Man
United,
City.
when you say Manchester United, can you say it properly with some energy, like
Manchester
some power?
United
Good.
are playing.
That's what I love to hear.
Yes,
That's our team playing today, man. That's our team. It's our team.
I don't know who R is.
It's your
That ain't
team.
my team. I don't want that team. That team
I
not
thought it was
for me.
Alex's team as well.
Chelsea.
Alex
is a
I'm not
Chelsea
a Manchester
fan.
United fan.
He's a Chelsea fan.
Oh, right, okay.
You thought I was a
Okay.
Manchester United fan?
Welcome back.
all
Welcome
the-
back
all-
into the show.
Wait, all this while I've been nice to this guy, I thought he was supporting Manchester United. Alex, for real?
Ooh,
Wow.
boys and
Well, nothing against
girls.
Manchester United, though.
Hey! No, I'm pissed off already, man.
Well, something to be excited about, Klinton Cod, is that Cristantes Uche was the first Nigerian to score in La Liga last night as Getafe tied Bilbao 1-1, and he got on the board for Getafe. The other match, Girona and Betis, also ended in a 1-1 draw, but there you go.
Well, they said Naijano di carry lasts. You know, I mean, you know what that means?
No.
We never ever come last in whatever we do. We're always first to do everything. So yeah, I'm not surprised. A Nigerian has scored the first goal in La Liga, and a Nigerian is probably going to score the last goal. That's probably going to take whatever team it is to maybe a Champions League or something. But let's see. I mean, it's always a Nigerian. Let's see what's going to happen.
Yes, guys, we got a lot going on. As Alex mentioned, the Premier League kicks off this evening with Manchester United taking on Fulham. But there is so much more to talk about as well as that match. So here's what we're going to discuss today.
We kick off today's show by looking at the state of the Italian market and what deals could happen come the end of the window. The Premier League is back as Manchester United take on Fulham tonight at Old Trafford, and we give our predictions on how this season will go. And we also welcome sports analyst and long-time Arsenal fan Kelechi Anikude as we preview tomorrow's Arsenal-Wolverhampton game, which will be shown live on SportyTV.
Yes,
Right.
guys, there's so much to talk about.
I mean, first of all, the way that name was pronounced, I'm very angry. Producer Ben, please, next time, ask me, how do you pronounce an Igbo name?
Do you know who
wait,
it
no, wait,
asked?
what was that? No, but did you just hear what he said? Wait, you know what? Let me try with Alex. Alex, how?
Before you say it, do you know who he asked? He asked me.
Wait.
I am 0% Nigerian. I'm not an expert
No,
on Nigerian
wait.
names.
Wait, I want to get you to pronounce the name. Pronounce that surname
I need
again.
to see it spelt first.
K-E-L-E-C.
What do you mean, Kelechi?
I know
No,
how
it's
to
not
pronounce
Kelechi.
Kelechi.
Everybody knows Kelechi. Come on, Kelechi plays for Sevilla.
How's
Like,
to spell
Kelechi is
it?
a very popular name in Nigeria. I'm talking about the surname. Please, can we get the surname on the screen? I want to
sorry,
get these guys.
Anyekude?
Huh?
Anyekude? No?
The guy that owns that name is probably, I'm sure he's looking for a gun right now. This guy is going to kill you guys. Like,
I'm
wait.
sorry, Kelechi.
Wait, how do you say it?
I don't know his last name. I need to see it. I couldn't even tell you.
Okay, I'm going to wait for when he comes on the show, and he's going to
Perfect.
penalize you guys for what you guys have done with that name. Trust me.
All right, well, apologies in advance, Kelechi, but we'll get to him later on in the show. First, it is my absolute pleasure to introduce to you Luca Bendoni, coming to us from Italy, a journalist from gianlucadimarzo.com. Biggest name in the transfer game, maybe beside Fabrizio Romano. ¿Cómo stai, Luca?
Very good, guys. Very good to be here. Hi, everybody.
How are we doing? How are you feeling? The Serie A has been heating up all summer long. Lots of transfer talk.
A lot, really much, yeah, because AC Milan had done a lot of job. Not as much has done Inter, but Juventus is doing a lot. For example, Napoli has to do a lot. For example, with the Osimhen case that we will discuss later on for sure. And Roma has done a lot. So yeah, very much to talk about. I'm really excited to be here, and I'll try to get my best insights about the Italian market.
Yeah, I mean, you brought up Roma. Obviously, the biggest name there for transfer news is Artem Dovbyk from Girona. Had an amazing season last year. Now going to Roma. How do you think he's going to do in the capital?
I think he's going to do well because the team of De Rossi performs well in terms of goal scoring and in terms of offensive football. De Rossi has an idea of offensive football. He has been playing very well. His Roma has been playing very well since he was appointed as manager last season. He was thought to be like one to carry Roma until the end of the season, but he has done so well that Roma have confirmed him and extended his contract. So I expect really much from Artem Dovbyk, since also he was thought to go to Atletico de Madrid and the deal was basically done. Everything was agreed. Only agent fees and bit of terms on the salary and contract length were pending. The player was set to travel. And then in the end, Roma tried to hijack the deal, and they made it, actually. So it was like the craziest transfer saga. And I'm very proud to announce that we brought it out with Di Marzio exclusively, being the first to link Dovbyk and Roma in the moment where everybody was saying he was flying to Madrid. And we said, I think Roma is hijacking. I called Gianluca, Roma is hijacking the deal. And in the end, we made it, the news, and Roma has done the deal. So very happy, very good story, and I expect very good things from Dovbyk, actually.
A cutthroat game here in Italy, I guess,
Yeah,
Alex.
you have to be on your phone 24/7. I don't envy you. It must be a very stressful
I do
job.
have, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love it.
I'm happy that you love it, Luca. Let's talk a little bit about Juventus because you already brought them up. They've done a lot of work this summer transfer window, Alex. One of the biggest names, Douglas Luiz, obviously former Villa player, going over. I think that was one of the highest transfers this summer, most expensive rather. And how do you think he's going to work with Juventus?
I mean, I think Juventus, I've said this, I think they can finish second if they, put the players that they brought into good use. I think they've been very shrewd with their business this summer, and I'd like to get an expert's take on this as whether I'm barking up the wrong tree. Is Juventus finishing second a realistic prediction, or am I completely wrong?
Yeah, to be honest, I see Inter winning again, and then Juventus could go second, yeah. I see Juventus for a Champions League spot for sure in the first four. I don't know if second, it's pretty much impossible to predict, but also the fact that Juventus are going to change a lot since last season because Allegri was a defensive type of playing. We all know his football is to win 1-0 maybe or 2-1, just scoring one goal more than others. While, to be honest, Thiago Motta wants to perform offensively, wants to create, wants to have the ball. Bologna have performed amazingly under Thiago Motta last season, and I expected Thiago Motta to have such a big, level now. He's a top-level coach, but he needs to prove himself on a top-level team also because he has performed well, but with a middle, high table team like Bologna, and he has performed very well. But in Juventus, there has been a lot of changes. Basically everything changed. The goalkeeper changed from Szczesny to Di Gregorio. Midfielder changed a lot, and probably all three midfielders will change because now they're bringing in Cop Miners from Atalanta, completing the midfielder trio together with Kefren Turam and Douglas Luiz, and they are both new, so they will have a new trio completely. Chiesa will not be important in the project anymore, and they're trying to sell him. So lots of changes, really, to be honest, about Juventus. And I'm very curious to see. But it will need time. So maybe if Juventus don't come second, it's because they had to adjust to every change.
Selling Chiesa, can you imagine? My goodness. All right, Luca, we have to get to it. We need the exclusive take. What is going on with Victor Osimhen? Is he staying at Napoli? Is he going to Chelsea? Every day, the story continues. What can you tell us?
I think the most concrete team, if I have to make a name, is Paris Saint-Germain. Because at the moment, Chelsea, yeah.
Wait.
Alex,
Hold up.
Play.
No. See, I'm not a Chelsea fan, but I'm going to get really angry already. Like, listen, if you want to give that kind of news, please don't be the one to say it. Don't even, just wait till I've left the show before you will say, I see Osimhen playing for Chelsea spiritually already, okay? This guy is going to Chelsea, he's going to Chelsea, and he's going to stay at Chelsea. Anyway, sorry, continue.
Luca, tell us, why
let's hear about this blah, blah, blah.
That's definitely a possibility, but I explain you the critic points about Osimhen and Chelsea. First of all, they are negotiating on the same channel for Lukaku, but on the other side, going the other way. And the problem is that right now, Napoli and Chelsea are in a stalling situation in which Napoli have decided to conclude the deal for David Neres, another offensive profile. He's a winger from Benfica. not a striker. But they decided to do for Neres right now and then wait for Osimhen until Chelsea opens to favorable conditions, because Napoli would be ready to take Lukaku for 25 plus 5, but Chelsea are still asking around 40, so they need to negotiate in these last 2 weeks. Osimhen, it's a very complicated case. It's a possibility that a swap deal is done. David Ornstein first suggested it, but he suggested it on a loan deal plus option for Osimhen, and it's not something that is going to happen. It's pretty much impossible at the current stage, but who knows, in the evolution of the market, that's unpredictable. But I don't see Osimhen joining on loan plus option if the option is not mandatory and granted for Napoli. So Napoli wants to sell Osimhen permanently because Conte has his striker in Romelu Lukaku. And so he's just waiting to get back to this marriage that worked a lot for Inter. And Osimhen, yeah, Chelsea, the critic point is, first of all, this one that I explained you. So the contacts between Napoli and Chelsea were not so fruitful in the last few days, with Giovanni Manna, Napoli sporting director, that flew to London trying to understand if a deal was really much possible right now, but it wasn't at the current stage. But it will be for Lukaku for sure in the end of the market, and who knows for Osimhen. And the second point is the salary point, because Osimhen earns 10 million net per season. It means around 20 gross. So the club expense for Osimhen per year at the moment is 20 million gross per year. And it's over Chelsea cap maximum salary at the moment. So he would even need probably to lower his salary to go to Chelsea. But my feeling is, if Osimhen has to go to Chelsea, it's the fact that he will ask even for more, because Chelsea are not playing European competitions this year, and that's a pivotal factor. It's a crucial factor, because neither Napoli are playing so. But, Osimhen is trying to, his ambition is to go to a team that plays Champions League or European competitions. And in case they don't play European competitions, he will ask for every single penny of his contract. Like, he signed a contract, and therefore he wants every single penny of it. So let's wait and let's see if Chelsea can sneak a deal in the end of the market, like when the opportunities come. There is a very famous Italian director, Adriano Galliani, who has won everything with AC Milan in the past years, and he is now at Monza, who is known as the Condor, so the bird that flies in the last days, trying to get the best deals. And he explained the strategy. Yeah, exactly. In the last days, you can make deals that you never thought at the starting of the market, because the conditions of the players that needs to go out are favorable. So maybe Chelsea will wait for the last week, the last days, but it's complicated. While PSG have the availability of doing a deal at 100 million probably right now, but they need to decide whether it's their strategy to go on Osimhen or not. They tried with Napoli to make something for a double deal, Kvaratskhelia and Osimhen, for around 200 million, but Napoli said no, because of course they would literally fire everybody. The fans would go crazy in case they sell both stars. Kvara is not to be out, but Osimhen, yeah. So let's see how the situation develops. It's not easy, and it's not predictable at the moment, really much.
Luca has all the info, man.
I feel like I'm just speaking to you, and it feels like, listening to you, it feels like we're speaking to some professor of football.
Genuinely, that's
he
him.
pretty much knows every single.
He knows everything going on in the city.
Fam, are you sure this is not Fabrizio Romano's younger brother? No, that's the son. Okay, no. He even looks like him. He looks like him. Actually, I mean, there's some elements of Fabrizio I see.
We are Italian. We're Italian. And, he started like me with Di Marzio, being a young boy like I am now, and then he became what he became. So
yeah, no, I mean, I'm praying for you. I'm sure you'll be greater than him, hopefully. And no, he feels
so.
the way the information is coming out.
He breaks it down.
He's done his research properly.
No, of course. And, he's all, like Alex said, he's always on his phone. He's making moves. But Klinton, talk to me.
Sorry, I was going to ask him one question. Sorry, which club is Klinton going to be playing? Where are they transferring him to? Do you have any idea?
You go and know it.
Nah, he doesn't even know who this player is. That's even the most annoying part.
I don't think he's going anywhere. He's a free agent.
I'm very disappointed. You know all of this information. You don't know where Klinton Cod is going to be playing or where they're going to transfer him to.
Don't listen to him, Luca. Don't fall in the trap. No, Klinton, talk to me though, because it seems like, obviously we have to wait and see what happens at the end of the summer transfer window. At the end of every transfer window, everything goes crazy. The last, 48 hours, 24 hours, everything's nuts. But What do you think about Victor Osimhen going to PSG? When you heard that, how do you feel about it? What are your initial thoughts?
Well, you see, for me, the way I see things is, of course, from what he said, the most vital point I heard him say was the fact that Osimhen would love to play for a club that will be playing in the Champions League.
Of course.
Because the fact is, he's the type of player who deserves that kind of, stage. Victor Osimhen is a world-class striker. As a matter of fact, he's probably one of the best strikers out there, currently. Now, do I want him to go to PSG? I definitely do not want him to go there, because the truth is, yes, PSG, I don't see him becoming the guy I want him to be in PSG. Like, I think he's grown past PSG. The place we want to see him perform and show why he's Victor Osimhen is a team like Chelsea. Now, do Chelsea need Osimhen? I think they need him more than anything in life. Like, when you look at, that Chelsea squad, you could clearly see that they have a guy called Nicholas Jackson, whom I do not trust with my full chest. I think for a team like Chelsea, whom everybody knows they're a very big club in the world, they need that world-class striker, just the same way we have the likes of Haaland for Manchester City. Every single top club needs the like of Haaland, right? Does Chelsea have it currently? Definitely not. Do they need Victor Osimhen? Now, do you think Victor Osimhen is the kind of player that will probably take them straight to Champions League football? 100%. Is Victor Osimhen capable of giving them probably the same amount of goals that Haaland currently has? 100%. Chelsea, do they create chances, in their football? 100%. Yeah. Is there anyone converting these chances? I cannot say for sure. I understand that people say, yeah, Nicholas Jackson gave, he scored 20 goals in, last season or whatever. But the truth is, what about the goals that he could have added to that 20 that we saw just, him making the poorest decision? I think Nicholas Jackson isn't that guy Chelsea needs at that point. He should be the guy that probably would come, into the game at, like, say, 74, 80 minutes when Victor Osimhen would have done everything he needs to do on the pitch. And then you bring in Nicholas Jackson to come perform, because that's even where he's probably going to even work harder. That's where he's going to know that, right, there's somebody up there who I'm going to look forward to, or who I'm going to look up to, and then he would buckle up right now, because there's really nobody in Chelsea that is, fighting that position with him. You could see him making these silly mistakes where in front of goal, easy goal, you are shooting it straight to meet your girlfriend in the stand somewhere. Like, these are my issues. So I feel like Chelsea needs Victor Osimhen. Like,
but could you not say the same thing for PSG with the loss of Kylian Mbappé?
I don't care about PSG. Like,
okay, so it's just because you don't care.
No. For me, we are talking about the Premier League. First of all, Victor Osimhen is a Nigerian player, right? Listen, PSG, yes, they are the best in. I've told you before that PSG without a coach, they will still win that French league easy. Like, if they get me to become their coach, right? 4 years, I'll win it 4 times. 100.
Finidi 2.0.
No. Hey, no. Listen. You're gonna piss me off. Like, don't. If you call me Finidi George again, right? No, but this is pure fact. Like, you don't understand how much I'm praying for Victor Osimhen to go to Chelsea, because first of all, the visibility, the amount of people who are going to be watching him week in, week out, doing what he does best, like, knowing how many Nigerians watch the English Premier League. Like, I can't tell you for sure. If people probably watch the French League 1, but how many of them would watch, say, PSG versus, just give me one random team.
Marseille or Lille.
I mean, I think
Rennes.
I say, Rennes, exactly, Rennes.
Yeah.
Nantes, like all of this play. But when you hear Chelsea playing against, say, Manchester City and Victor Osimhen versus Haaland, these are the kind of games I want to see. These are the kind of people I want to, this is the kind of head-to-head I want to see happen in the English Premier League. So please, Victor Osimhen, I take God beg you as a Nigerian brother. Biko, see, I'm speaking Igbo now. Biko, come to Chelsea, right? If it means you have to take some pay cut, man, our naira has been devalued. If they give you 10 million right now, that's like 10 billion naira. Fam, just come and play in the English Premier League, man. Jesus Christ.
Well, Luca, if you can, whisper
him,
to
guys.
Victor
Chelsea
Osimhen.
need to buy him, first of all. It's
Sorry?
not a matter of just Victor Osimhen. He doesn't pay the transfer fee. Chelsea pays the transfer fee. So that's another point you have to consider, my friend. Even if he lowers his salary, even if he is paid nothing, Chelsea still has to pay 100 million transfer fee or 95 million, something like this.
Well,
it's an important...
Chelsea, they are just busy
they
signing people
they
here
can
and there,
spend,
right?
yeah, of course.
I mean, they are spending.
They can spend,
I mean,
of course,
somebody said that right now, Chelsea, they have some money laundering scheme. Fam, they should do it for Victor Osimhen too. Just do it, man. Get this guy into Chelsea. Let's enjoy this Premier League.
Are you willing to help them out with a bit of...
Fam, listen, if they want me to give them 50%, I will give them 50. I will give them 50 million.
There you go, Luca. You got a buy-in right now. Luca, can you tell us anything about Adrien Rabiot and the situation of him leaving Juventus? Is there any news on where he's going? Do you have any idea?
To be honest, at the moment, no, because the fact that it's the most concrete with Rabiot is that his mother is a tough negotiator with every club. So he will for sure have requests. Like I read every day rumors regarding teams such as Manchester United, for example. But it's not, it's not something easy. He left Juventus for club choice because he asked for an amount of money and the club decided not to meet that request. And Rabiot didn't lower his expectation while the club didn't go up, and therefore that was the situation. He played very well in Juventus, especially in the last 2 seasons. He proved himself as a very complete midfielder, also offensively with a very good effort. And let's see where he ends up, because he has market in the Premier League, he has market all around the world, but it's something tough, and it's something that I feel will happen as soon as clubs, don't get their first choice target, don't get their second choice target. Then you get to Rabiot, that is a free agent. Yeah, he wants a lot of money, but he's worth a lot of money. It's true. Also because you don't get to pay any transfer fee to get him, to the team.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that a semi-finalist of the Euros, he was playing every game for France, now has no club. But I think you're right, Luca. I think it will be, when they can't get their first pick, maybe their second pick, they give a call to little Adrien Rabiot.
That's West Ham going in.
Yeah, to Veronique, the mother.
Can you imagine?
It feels like a potential. Obviously, there's no evidence of any link between West Ham and Rabiot, but I feel like it's that sort of club. I imagine he would want to play in the Premier League, to prove himself, to play for a club like West Ham, who are on the up. They're, showing intent with all the signings. I feel like it could be quite a good move for West Ham.
So, absolutely. Okay, Luca, before we let you go, I'm going to ask you to give me your top 4 in the Serie A this season. Who's qualifying for the Champions League and in what order?
So I'd say first Inter, because I see it's the same team, that worked well last season. In the Champions League, I see AC Milan and Juventus too, with Juventus needing to prove themselves with Thiago Motta, but the team is strong. And AC Milan has to prove themselves with Fonseca also. But the team is good. They have done good signings. And then for the other spot, it's tough, because there is Conte's Napoli, there is Atalanta, that played very well against Real Madrid in the European Super Cup, and they are Europa League winners. But they will have to play on Champions League side. They will have to play a lot of competition also, while Napoli do not play any competition. And Roma also is in the mix. I don't see Bologna anymore, to be honest. Lazio at the moment, no. So these are the ones that are fighting for it. For the last spot, it's very difficult. At the moment, I say Atalanta, but only because it's a confirmation of last season. They're working so well, but they had problems with the striker. So now they bought a new striker. I think they will not get Matt O'Reilly on the market, but they will go for Samardzic. Still very important move. Roma and Napoli are serious candidates also, and it's very tough, to predict. But I'd say Inter, Milan, Juve, and Atalanta at the moment. But with Napoli and Roma, that could be also first, can be potential surprises.
Well, we said the same thing, didn't we, Klinton? We both had Atalanta in there. So
No, absolutely.
Hopefully we're as smart as you, Luca, and we get that right. But you're getting a lot of love from our viewers over here. Make sure you guys go follow Luca Bendoni on all of his socials if you want the hottest gossip on what's going on in the city. Luca, I can't thank you enough for joining us. And I think... hopefully Klinton...
hopefully you're able to find out the place they are going to move me to this summer.
Or Victor Osimhen, but sure.
Well, exactly.
I don't work as an agent, my friend.
He said not today.
I don't work as an agent, but I can try to call some friends to help you.
Call. Listen. I'm happy to play for you. As low as Luton or just some.
I think that might be a
what would
restaurant
be the condition of the deal? Let me ask.
Listen, don't piss me off.
Klinton,
Sorry?
what's the condition of your deal?
Right now, the condition of my deal, listen, Damn, man. You know, I've never thought about this condition, you know.
Hey, you have to think about the condition.
Listen. First of all, after giving Victor Osimhen Chelsea 50 million, right? Obviously, it just means my pocket. I will need somebody to replenish it, somehow. So please,
Okay. We'll make sure to get you a 9-year contract like Chelsea. so you can pay everything.
Oh man, I mean, I'll be happy with that one. One thing I can tell you for sure is I'll be better than Nicholas Jackson, 100%.
Wow, here we go.
100%. I can assure you on that one.
Okay, my friends.
Now, thank you very much, Luca.
Thank you so much, and we'll chat soon.
I've been very impressed, honestly, and I hope we do have you more on the show in the future. Please do come back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will come back. Thank you, guys. It was a real pleasure.
Thank you so
Thank you. Have a good
much.
night. Ciao, guys. Ciao.
Yes, guys, Luca Bandoni. I'm telling you, this guy knows everything. He is really the Fabrizio 2.0. When I met him, I was thinking, wow, this guy, he has the gossip. So
No, 100%.
that's your Victor Osimhen tea for now.
Yeah. I mean, we are still praying. We are hoping. I mean, we are hoping he really does come to Chelsea.
Yes.
I think it will be the best news this season. I know Chelsea fans are very optimistic. I know a few of them who have called me to say, yo, listen, if this happens, they are literally going to go really crazy. They are planning all sorts. It would be just lovely. I would just love to see a game, Chelsea versus Manchester City, and Victor Osimhen, Haaland, that head. I could just imagine the posters, the flyers, just prior to the game, and seeing Osimhen with the max. And
You've really dreamt this.
No,
if this doesn't happen, I'm worried more about you than a Chelsea fan right beside you.
No, you don't understand. It almost feels like I'm a Chelsea fan. Like that.
Are you sure you're not?
Well, I mean, thank God I'm not, because it would have been very depressing.
If Osimhen goes to Chelsea, we will see something different.
Yeah. Probably.
Genuinely.
I
might be switching. Facts.
I might be switching. It's crazy.
If Victor Osimhen,
you heard it here.
If Victor Osimhen goes to Chelsea, I am automatically a Chelsea fan.
All right. Well,
Wow.
you heard it here first. Klinton Cod will jump allegiances from Manchester United to Chelsea if Chelsea sign Victor Osimhen. And somebody might have a lot to say about this has joined the show now. It is my pleasure to introduce to you Kelechi from Arsenal TV joining us now. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, no, good man. Oh, no, good man. My guy.
With the Arsenal shirt on, yes, please.
By the way, listen, this the biggest football lover in Nigeria. Just to let you guys know, this guy is literally the biggest sports when anything that's got to do with football. Like, he's massive. He's my brother too. I mean, he knows. Can you tell them now? Say that same you now twins, Abi.
They say we look alike.
They say we look alike, but I'm happy that they can see the both of us on the show right now. They see say I fine past you. Die. Okay.
He's not happy about it. Clinton, you have to get a hat like this.
No. I mean, this is for old men, man. Jesus Christ.
You are an old man.
What do you mean I'm an old man? No, listen. Don't even go. Like, you are going to piss me off. This guy, fam.
The door's over there. You might as well leave.
Now, Kelechi, welcome to the show, man. Welcome, and thank you for honoring us by, getting yourself to participate on this one. This is the man, the super Arsenal. I feel like he should be getting £35,000 a week from Arsenal themselves. Like, the kind of work this man is doing, the amount of publicity he's giving Africans when it comes to the image of Arsenal, it's literally crazy. You don't understand. And I think he deserves every love he's getting, but they should put him on Arsenal's payroll. He should be getting even more paid than what's the name that plays for Arsenal?
Kai Havertz.
I mean, I'm beginning to love Kai Havertz currently. Though. When he was in Chelsea, yes, he was trash. But now that he's gone to Arsenal, I think there's something that's changed about the guy, the way he plays. Something that just clicked, and he's literally a beast currently. So I don't have any problem with Kai Havertz 100%. Kelechi Alpha, before we start, I beg, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you think about Shake's album?
Ashake's album.
That's the
I
most.
think it's a good album. He changed his sound a little bit, so I'll say an 8.
An 8.
I think he changed his sound a little bit. Yeah, I like it. I like the album. Obviously, the first and second albums for me were way better, but an 8. Second album a 10/10. First album a 10/10. So.
Right. I think we pretty much,
That summed it up right there.
I think we are pretty much on the same. I mean, he gave it an 8, which is good for me. I would have given it a 6 actually. When I compare it to the previous album, the Walk
The
of
previous
Art
albums
album.
were fire.
Yeah.
Like,
Listen, Walk of Art
imagine selling
album.
out concerts and you have 20-something thousand people waiting to get in
Well,
on the
exactly.
waiting
Yeah.
list. Man.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was. I think what's happened with this is actually crazy that we've gone from football to Ashake. Kelechi, you know, vex, so I know, say you don't expect this one. Kelechi was probably waiting for me to start with Arsenal, and there was something Kelechi used to do during his early times. Before Kelechi, before he grants an interview, he sings a popular or any Afrobeat song that has maybe become very popular. He would always promote the Nigerian sound. Kelechi, before we go into football, why did you stop that? Or what thing happened? That's something I want
You
to
can
find
start
out.
again right now. Please sing.
No, I still do it. I still do it 100%. It's still part of the brand. It's about promoting my culture, our people, our music. So yeah, it's still part of it. I'm not still.
Do you want to give us a
still
little, teaser? A little 20
It's the
seconds?
way he sings it. It's the way.
I'm gonna model the lyrics.
Kelechi.
I'm not gonna take it easy on my haters. I'm not gonna take it easy on my haters. You know the song now. Small Rema.
He's singing Rema. Let me tell you. So, Kelechi, I can't believe we're speaking about music now. Kelechi, Rema dropped this album, right? And with the first week, people were like saying, nah, this guy needs to stop smoking weed, right? I mean, truth is, I know he doesn't smoke weed. It's cigarettes. And the fact that cigarettes is making him high and he's dropping those kind of lyrics, people were very furious. Like, what's going on with Rema? Is he feeling so comfortable, right? But Kelechi, what's happened? Do you think, were you part of those from the beginning that felt like this is trash and then later on you started vibing to the whole thing? What's your own opinion?
No, at all. I was at the album listening party and it was a sick album. He just put a bit of pace in the album. He made it a bit faster. Ozeba. So I enjoyed it personally. Especially that I mean, it went viral. Like everybody was just saying, you sing it to your opponent, you sing it to your enemy. Yeah, I think it was a good album, very good album, honestly.
No, I'm actually happy that he's coming from a whole different angle about this because this right? It's something that people literally. There's just something weird about this album for me because, when you listen to this artist called Rema, right? He was this guy.
Rema is. Like, don't do that to me.
Wait, you don't know who Rema is?
I said I do, but the way you said it to me was like,
I mean, no, sorry,
you
I don't know.
listen to this
I don't
artist
know.
called Rema.
Okay.
Like, I didn't know. Don't do that.
I came here and I said Aki and Popo. I told them that, Kelechi, I told them that Aki and Popo, they are more bigger than Harry Potter. They did not believe. Like, this is what I think. Aki and Popo, they are the biggest brand that any African would think about. So now, because they didn't know who Aki and Popo was, I need to now introduce whoever I'm speaking about to say, Alpha, this
I
this
even
is...
told you I had Ashake songs on my Spotify.
Well, I'm just talking about Rema now.
Okay, but I'm just saying, like, you're putting me in a box. I don't want to be in the box.
Okay.
He's putting me in the box.
Okay. I'm bringing
I'm
you
not
out
in
of
the box.
I'm bringing you out of the box now.
I've been out of the box.
Yeah. But then Rema did the song, and he's like, he's gone from this guy that would sit down, bring out lyrics, compose them to like, Ozeba, and you're like, wait, what's I could imagine these songs being submitted to the Grammys, right? And then you have maybe somebody like, say, I don't know who I would say, maybe an artist who actually writes proper, right? And then they say, let's start making who's going to win the Grammy. Like, could you imagine being the guy deciding who wins, and you're hearing Ozeba, and then there's another one.
If make me sway, make me water can win Grammy.
Bro, but at least they are making you sweat and they are making you water. At least that one is, they are making you do something. But when they are saying Ozeba, at least, Alex, you know what make me sweat and make me water. You know what it means, right?
I mean, I've heard the song.
Making me sweat in my own local dialect. Ozeba.
And then he went again. He was like, match him. What are you matching, bro? Like, look at Kelechi.
I love it.
Oh my God. No, but these are albums that's dropped, and the truth is they are very successful, by the way. And for me, I give them every single accolade because for me, first of all, the one thing I love about what Rema has done with that album is the fact that he had the guts to drop, something like that without thinking about the kind of backlash. And like I said, from the first week, people, if you go on social media, on Twitter, you hear people saying things like, wow, what's going on with this guy? Why? And then 2 weeks later, it's like, all over the clubs. Like everyone is saying, like everyone is. All the things they were bashing him for, this is what everyone is raving. Like, it's like, oh, listen, I was watching some concert he was doing, and I was seeing this audience that were not even Nigerians. They were literally screaming, Ozeba, 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 Ozeba. I'm like, wait, is this guy using some kind of juju? I mean, thank God you guys know what juju. You guys know what juju is now. What is going on with it? Anyways, let's come back. Let's come back to the reason why we have
Kelechi, should we talk about football, man?
Sure, anything you want to talk about, Mopers?
You're here for it all. You're here for it all. I love it. Listen, Arsenal kicking off their Premier League campaign tomorrow against Wolverhampton. Just tell me a little bit about how you're feeling ahead of this season. Is this the season Arsenal are going to win the Prem?
I honestly think so. I mean, we were very close last season, and we just couldn't do it. You know, they lost to Aston Villa. Even before then, they lost to West Ham at home. But this season, I think we've recruited well. I think we're going to make one or two more additions, and then we'll keep going. You know, we had the meanest defense last season. We had one of the best attacks last season. So it's just to build on it and go forward. And against Wolves, they're a decent side, very, very decent side. But I think we're going to get the victory.
And it's at Emirates too. You know, it's going to be loud, Alex.
It is.
London's going to be screaming.
Yeah, the atmosphere at the Emirates is, you know, ever since, you know, I've never been to the Emirates. I'd love to go one day, but ever since they've started singing their new song, North London Forever, it's that pre-match atmosphere. It just feels special, and yeah, there's something about it. Is a wonderful stadium, and yeah, you've seen some fantastic players play on that hallowed turf. So yeah, I'm excited for Arsenal this season. I've predicted them to win the Premier League this year, so
me too.
hoping.
With me and you.
Look at how
me
you're trying to make Kelechi smile. You're trying to make this guy.
Yeah.
He's going to take off his hat in a minute. No, but you see, the only reason why, personally, Kelechi, and I'm sorry to say this, right? The only one reason why I would not want Arsenal to win the Premier League this season is just not because of Arsenal themselves. It's literally because of their fans, right? Like, imagine, listen, social media will not hear what you see this Kelechi. Hey, God. Just log off Instagram. Just
You know
log
what,
off. Just match up. You see what they're planning in advance. He's going to
but genuinely, I think that's so funny because Klinton says this as a Man United fan, and I don't have a team in the Prem. I'm a diehard Barca fan, but I can appreciate, you know, all different teams. But for me, Manchester United fans are so much worse.
What do you mean they're worse though? Wait, you're gonna compare Manchester United fans to Arsenal fans?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ. Like, Arsenal fans, they come second in the Premier League, and you would think that they've just won Champions League. Fam, God, please go and follow this guy on Instagram. Kelechi, one of their defenders just needs to defend one ball. And listen, we will not hear what the whole of social media will just, they will remix the video like 100 million times, and they will tell you why this guy is the best defender in the world. Like, fam, Arsenal fans, these guys, no.
I think they're way more tolerable than Manchester United fans. Manchester United are plastico. They're all from London. None of them live in Manchester. I know what's going on. No, see, I'm not even wrong with this. I'm not even wrong. Klinton, where are you from? London?
Nah,
oh, wait, Luton.
No, wait. Come on, we shouldn't be saying this on TV, man. Do you know how many times I've told people I live in West London, bro? Come, and now you come to say it like that.
You couldn't get further away.
No, what's
Okay, Kelechi, let's talk about the summer transfer window for Arsenal. Obviously, the big signing, Calafiori. How do you feel about that? Emile Smith-Rowe is out. They're still, I don't want to say struggling, because last year the hot topic was the striker situation, Eddie Nketiah, who's going to replace him. But Arsenal kind of got it together by scoring by committee. We've talked about this a lot in the summer. You know, everyone took a step up. And do you think it's something that they need to focus on this summer transfer window, or do you think it's something that they'll be able to manage kind of again, maybe until winter?
Yeah, I think we can manage. He just looks to be back to his best. Obviously, I think Kai Havertz will continue to lead the line, but I wouldn't mind a striker in the form of Victor Osimhen. You know, he's a great striker. And he's someone that I'm sure that he likes the club. But whether he will come, I do not know. He might go to Chelsea. Left for me, I don't want him to go to Chelsea. Not because, and if he goes to Chelsea, don't get me wrong, he's my brother. I will support him and everything. But Chelsea, they don't know what they are doing. That's the truth. They have like 60 players. They are signing this person 9-year contract, 10-year. It's a mess. The man is treating it like American football, but no, this is your soccer. This is not American football. So it's a mess. And getting into that kind of dressing room, I don't think that's what he will want. Personally, he should go to either Arsenal or go to PSG. Where he will win a lot of trophies that he will show his children. But going back to Arsenal, I think we're well stocked. If we can make a few additions like Mikel Merino and a striker, hopefully, and then we are good to go because there are some very tight games that you might need that number 9 to get you across the line. The game we lost against Aston Villa, home and away, the West Ham one. These are the little games that made us not win the league last season. And if we have a decent striker in the form of Osimhen, why not?
Kelechi, what would you think about me being your striker for Arsenal? No, Kelechi, this is a very serious question. No,
you'll be making dressing room laugh.
No,
you'll be the comedian in the dressing room. No. Maybe you'll be handling the radio system.
Can you just imagine this guy?
Because you cannot play.
I think this guy needs to see my CV when it comes to me on the pitch, though. Maybe he's not. Maybe he's just he's used to me on stage, and Kelechi, guard your head.
Stick with Kelechi. Stick with
Yeah, genuinely.
Yeah. I prefer Havertz.
Kelechi, who's the one player from Arsenal that you're looking forward to this season, though? Like somebody who's going to maybe give you that, God-like, say, performance, just the same way everybody look at Manchester.
They all play well. You have you can't just say one player. We play as a team. You have your Saliba at the back with Gabriel. You have your Captain Odegaard, who's a magician with the ball. You have Bukayo Saka. So you can name everybody. They're all playing together, and it's a very, very good squad. In fact, at the moment, I think we even have a deeper squad than Manchester City at the moment. So that's why I'm thinking that this is the time. They've sold Alvarez and they've not replaced him. The bit of a wobble, I think. So De Bruyne is not getting any younger. So I think this is our chance. But I think we have a good enough squad to challenge, definitely.
Kelechi, if by any chance Arsenal does not, get the league this season, what would you think that at this point you need to change, sack the coach and get somebody else? What would you? Because I understand that you're a very loyal person to most of the players in Arsenal, or even you're a lover of Arsenal as a whole. As a matter of fact, I'm sure if they say they want to move the Emirates Stadium, Kelechi would probably say that's not happening. I love this ground, like somehow. But if as usual, Arsenal is always like they want to tap it and then boom, somebody just sneaks it away somewhere. If it does not happen this season, what would you think would be the next best decision to get Arsenal to be clinching that league title?
I think we are in an upward trajectory. I don't think it's on the coach. If we don't win it this season, I think some players might want to leave. I don't know. It depends on them. But I can see where we're going. I can see an upward trajectory. There's no need to disrupt what we are building. So even if we don't win it this season, just continue and keep the manager and keep the faith with the manager. He has done so well. Yes, we have. He has just won FA Cup, but we have done well, with our progress, and hopefully we'll continue in that trajectory.
Kelechi, what's the biggest concern you have going into this season for Arsenal?
My biggest concern, he has addressed part of it, was blooding in some youngsters. A lot. We lost the kid Chidobe, the Nigerian Danish kid. I think he's going to Manchester United. He was scoring for fun, but I think part of his argument was there was nobody really breaking into the first team. But you look at Man United, Garnacho, you can name a few that have broken in. Since Saka, I don't think any other person has. Saka and Smith, I don't think any other person has broken in. That was like 3-4 years ago. So it's good to see Ethan Nwaneri, another Nigerian British kid, breaking in. Louis Kelly as well. Hopefully they get to play, a lot of some games or a lot of games. As it may be, and then we challenge on all fronts as well, because sometimes when we are challenging, maybe we go to the FA Cup or Carabao Cup, we go to a thinner squad, want to rest players, and next thing we are out. So, hopefully we have a big squad now that can compete on all fronts.
Yeah. Listen, I know you're a Arsenal fan, but as the Premier League kicks off today, with Manchester United and Fulham, and I have a very loud Manchester United fan beside me. I have to ask you, take a look at this clip that Erik ten Hag had to say ahead of this match tonight, and then I want to get your thoughts on it.
Not the pre-season, but is where you can, in 5-6 weeks, work on a team. It's very complicated. But yeah, we had the USA Tour squad, then we add the players who did the Euros and Copa America, and yeah, now new signings, and now we have to make a team from it. And yeah, that team is not ready, but yeah, the league starts, and there are more managers to deal with this problem. We definitely have this problem, but still we have some rules, some principles, and yeah, we have to make a start. We can't hide ourselves, we can't run away from it, so yeah, we have to deal with it.
Kelechi, could you hear that?
Yes. It seems like he's already giving excuses before the league starts.
Okay, so tell me
The
what
truth
you
is,
think.
everybody's in the same situation. Everybody's in the same situation. A few of our players as well went for the Euros and Copa America, and they all just got back. Even last season, I had some sympathy for the Man United manager, because even when they were calling for his head, honestly, I was like, if he was not doing well, if he had his full squad and then not doing well, then I get the argument. But you could see that his squad was decimated by injuries, and I'm like, so when they give him an extra whatever contract and whatever, I'm like, I think that's the right decision. Then if he doesn't perform, having signed all these players, the league and every other person, and then he doesn't perform, then I get it. So, but setting up already with an excuse. By the way, I hope Iwobi and Calvin Bassey, they score again, my Nigerian brothers, today, they're
This
my
guy's
boys.
not a nice guy.
Already setting up the stall that, in case this doesn't happen, we didn't have it. I think it's the wrong approach. You just put out your best squad. I mean, they were matching Manchester City the other day, So I think they have a good enough squad to compete. So you should just quit with the excuses and just focus on the game.
I mean, if you ask me, I totally agree with what you said, though. I mean, something I've noticed with Ten Hag is if he wants to play, he would play.
Yeah.
Right? I remember when they played, when Manchester United faced Manchester City for the
FA Cup
final. Like I remember, I said this thing to you guys. I think it was Bruno Fernandes that went on Twitter and posted this stuff that felt like he was going to resign. And when we read it, he was almost reassuring Manchester United fans that this is going to be a win. And Ten Hag, the last game just before. I think it was the final game of the season. He took the mic and reassured everyone in the stadium that, listen, we are going to win the FA Cup. And for some reason, it felt like they had gone to bribe Manchester City to say, yo, listen, we want to reassure our fans. Whatever it is you guys want to do, just make sure we win you. And they went in and they won the game, right? Now, when I look at the Manchester United squad currently, I think there is no reason why we should not be even getting into the Champions League. Facts. Like when you look at the like of this guy that's on our right, what's the name of the young guy?
Garnacho.
No, not Garnacho. I mean, Garnacho is a star. Amad Diallo, right? You see what he's capable of doing. This guy is fantastic. All right. I see him and I'm seeing a magician. And yes, I understand that maybe we might not have the godlike striker that I would expect, just the same way we are speaking about the likes of Victor Osimhen and Haaland. Yeah, that's something they might have to, think about sorting out in the future. But when I look at what we have in Manchester United, I believe that we have the kind of team that should be playing in Champions League football. And if it's not happening right now, sorry, Kelechi.
I think I saw he's too loyal to certain players. For instance, he plays Anthony every time. Like Diallo is clearly, even me, I'm not a coach, but I know that Diallo is clearly better than Anthony. That's
Fact.
number one.
100%.
The whole Sancho situation. He likes to give excuses. That's my only frustration here. I think he's a good manager. But you lost to Arsenal narrowly. A game you could have won. You guys played well. Probably I played Arsenal. Arsenal barely won the game. And then they ask you a question, then you throw Sancho under the bus. The boy came out to defend himself. And I'm pro-player power. Defend yourself, because when the abuse comes with the mental health struggles, nobody will be there to defend you. The club won't defend you, so defend yourself. My man says, that's not the truth, and it causes problem. Now, hopefully they have reconciled. But he likes to give excuses. No, just play your best side. These guys played Liverpool in the FA Cup and they won. It was an exciting game. When they want to play, they can play. The boys just need confidence.
Yeah. Kelechi, is Emile Smith-Rowe going to score today?
Oh, yes.
Here for it.
From Iwobi. Assist from Iwobi. Iwobi assist. He'll end connection. Yes.
Can you imagine? All right, Klinton, what's the score of tonight's match? Fulham versus
Manchester United, I think it's going to be a 3-1 to Manchester United.
Who scores?
I am seeing Garnacho scoring a goal.
Okay.
I'm obviously praying for Amad Diallo, but I see him giving an assist, right? I see Rashford. I understand that Rashford is probably not having the best time of his life. I think he needs to go, like I said, he needs to go. I mean, I've said this about a few players. He needs to go apologize to people in his village. I think there's something going on that. He needs to go speak to his dad and say, Daddy, please, is there anybody from my father's house that is, doing something to me that means that things I would not, this is not Rashford. And all of a sudden, Rashford is just gone from there, down there. I think something needs to change. But hopefully today, I hope, he will do something on the pitch that means people would get to forget his current form that we see him, especially with the last game. You saw the chance he missed, and you would never, ever think Marcus Rashford would miss that kind. It's crazy. But no, I'm seeing Rashford. Hopefully, I'm imagining Bruno Fernandes scoring a goal as well today. So, yeah.
All right, and the more important match, Alex Ashmore, Arsenal versus Wolves, because we have it here on SportyTV tomorrow. Kelechi, give me your prediction for tomorrow's match.
We're definitely keeping a clean sheet. So I'm going for a
Easy.
3-0 victory. We
scores?
need to start keeping the clean sheet from now. Saka scores. Odegaard loves to score against the Wolves. And Leandro Trossard scores. No, sorry, Kai Havertz. Cancel that. Kai Havertz scores, yes.
All right. Well, according to our poll on Twitter, for everyone that's been watching, the viewers have gone Arsenal to win with 86.9% in favor of Arsenal. Alex, are you on the Gunners ship here?
Yeah, I really can't see Wolves getting a result. It's at the Emirates. Arteta will want to start the season off really strongly to put out a statement to City, who play on Sunday against Chelsea. And I think that will probably be the main reason that gets them over the line. They've obviously got a quality squad with players in there that can do the business. And yeah, I can see a 3-0 win for Arsenal.
Yeah, I completely agree. I see Arsenal smashing it. What's great about the Chelsea and City match on Sunday is that we will be back on Sunday with Kelechi himself to preview that game and to also discuss whether or not Arsenal and Manchester United have won. But that's it, guys. We've wrapped it all up. I feel like there's been no time in the show today. Premier League is back in action. Kelechi, thank you so much for joining us. We will talk again on Sunday, likely discussing a Gunners win. Who's to say? But guys, remember, we have the Gunners, Arsenal, taking on Wolves tomorrow at what time have we got it on? I can't even find it anymore.
3 o'clock in the afternoon, West African time.
Thank you, Alex.
GMT.
Perfect. There's too many times to keep track of. Until then, guys, enjoy the football. We'll be back on Sunday. Take care.
Ewe.